Dan.
Thomas, perhaps of all the games you've played in recent weeks, this could have been the one where emotion might have got the better of your team, both from the crowd and them, but yet again it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the way that...
Super happy because we're very focused, a lot of effort against the ball. We did not allow big chances. We're very disciplined against the ball. Everybody put in a huge effort, so we defended like as a team, attacked as a team. And on the ball we were like calm. We controlled the match. We managed to find ways through the gaps to escape the high pressing, to find spaces behind the high pressing line, and to create fast attacks and to control the match. In decisive moments, we scored a second one, created then more chances, but. Yeah, I'm very happy and I'm very impressed also because it was, like you said, another very focused and very focused performance and a deserved win.
Thomas, could I ask you about Kepa? I imagine he would have played this game. Was he out, and where's Jorginho?
Kepa is ill, and we gave Jorginho the chance to have a pause. He played 6 in a row over 90 minutes. He has 2 crucial games now with Italy, also from not only physically but also mentally. I decided that he can have a break and does not need to do the travel with us today.
I'm sure Italy will be happy with that.
Yeah, so they owe me a big one. I will come back on this.
Yes, Thomas, you've sort of gone into uncharted territory here. No manager's been in this kind of situation before. You obviously didn't know what to expect from your players with these 4 games in Sanchez, but have they surprised you? Have they sort of exceeded what you expected?
No, they've impressed me. Not surprised, but impressed. You know, at one point we needed to accept that we did not cause the situation, and we cannot influence the situation. We cannot change the situation, no matter what we do and how much we talk about it and how much we worry. So we had also to find a certain level of accepting the situation and refocusing on what we can influence, and that is our performance. And the good thing is that from day one I found a very ambitious club and a huge staff that is determined to push the players to the maximum level of performance, and this includes focus, this includes respectful behavior, this includes attitude of a team spirit that is needed. And these are the things on which we rely now and in which we trust. And it's impressive because they do exactly this, and we try to support them to keep on going.
Can I just ask, it's crisis management though, isn't it? And how do you feel you're coping personally with all this?
I'm absolutely okay because I still feel very privileged and even like as a turnaround I feel the responsibility because I feel people worried who are not in the spotlight, who are not as privileged as me, and like also as my players and my staff. We are still very privileged and we are concerned, but there are like hundreds, 700-800 people working at Chelsea, and there are a lot of people worried more. Maybe existentially worried what will happen, can I stay in the club, what will happen to the club, and for them it's also my responsibility and everybody's responsibility to show the right spirit, to show positivity, and to not like go too much into self-pity and worry about like a situation that we did not cause and we cannot change it. So it's still a pleasure, and I'm very gifted to go every day to training, do what we do in an environment that is so supportive, like what we have on the training ground, and that's my feeling about it.
The fans we spoke to before the game were very anxious about what might happen in the next few weeks. Is this a sort of performance that says there's nothing wrong with the side? There's a very special bond between these players?
Yeah, they showed a very impressive attitude and spirit, and that's exactly what we want and what we also demand. I demand it from myself, and I demand it in the last consequence also from the players. I think it's their responsibility. They have huge talent, and huge talent comes always with a huge responsibility. And now they do it also for the fans. They do it for the people at Chelsea who are not in the spotlight. they do it also for themselves. Don't forget it, and they do it as a team because this is what they signed up for. They are a special group of players in a very special club, in a very ambitious club. So this is sometimes what life demands from you, special things, and so that's the situation.
Yeah.
There was that costly period earlier in the season that draws against Everton, Burnley, and Brighton. It's now 12 wins in 13 games, and the 13 games the Liverpool Carabao Cup play. What's gone right with the match management that maybe wasn't there before?
I think in the games that you mentioned, I think we lacked luck, honestly, and in the last 12 matches was not always super impressive performances. We were also sometimes lucky to escape. Just one example, the away game at Crystal Palace was not a very best game from us, and could have been easily a draw, and we scored in the very last minute. So it's sometimes like this. I think we struggled in the period that you mentioned, where the gap opened up between Liverpool and City and us. Unfortunately, we struggled with long-term injuries and with Corona. You know, there was a time when we arrived with 14 players at Wolverhampton. There was a time when Corona hit us hard, where the players had to isolate for 10, 12 days, and this was a rule, even if they had no symptoms. So we struggled from that, but the attitude was always there, and always on a very high level. And in a season, it is like this. We still struggle from long-term injuries for key players. You saw a glimpse of it when Reece James came back some weeks ago and was straight decisive for us. So that's how it is. In the moment, we work hard for the luck, and we always accept that luck is also needed if you want to have a streak of many wins like we have it. But still, mentality is good, quality is good, and I felt it like after the Club World Cup, I felt us more fluid, more rhythm in training, back in training, like the guys who did not play increased the level to an incredible level in training in the match day +1, and from there I had a good feeling, and I'm happy that I was right. We're getting strong again.
On the back of last night's deadline to submit offers, Thomas, have you had any conversations with the club regards to the timescale or any updates or anything?
I know about the timescale, but I don't know anything about the offers. I don't know how many offers. I don't know how many serious offers. I don't know from who the offers are, and I'm also not so much interested in the details of this process. I know the guidelines of the process. I'm informed about that, and this is enough for me. And when it gets crucial and decisive, it's enough that I know it.
What is that time scale? How quickly are you expecting?
No, you know, like I knew. Maybe I knew some hours before you, or like this is that the offers are in now, and now they're trying, like the board tries to find a decision with the government as soon as possible.
Simon.
Speaking of Reece Thomas, you obviously made it today. So are you going to have a chat with Gareth?
Petr Cech will have this chat, because of course the recommendation is that he does not go. He's still in individual training. Otherwise we would have brought him to Lille, and we would have brought him here for sure. So, there is no doubt about it. So he's still in individual training, needs 1 more week of individual rehabilitation, and I think we can provide this much better than it's not the job of the national team to do this.
Yes.
Can I just ask what you thought of Middlesbrough and more broadly, what your views on the Championship as a league are, strengths and weaknesses of the teams in that division?
Well, we know about the physicality and of this league, and about the amount of games you play in this league, and the battles that you have in this league to make it to either to promotion or like to the playoffs. This is what we were very aware. Then we focused in the preparation on the games against Manchester United and Tottenham, to know and to make the team first of all to know what's coming and make the team understand what's coming, and we knew that about their structure, we knew about their habits, and we were aware of their strengths. Of course, we prepared like any other match in the best way possible, and adapted a little bit today in the structure to have the chance, because they push their right wing back Jones very up high. He plays almost like a winger, so we adapted on this side, for example, with Malang Sarr, to have the physical strength, the speed, to match this attacking force of Middlesbrough. We knew that their captain is a key figure in the middle of the pitch, and we did not wanna have him too much involved in the rhythm and in the distribution. So yeah, there were some key points, and I'm happy that the team played so disciplined. This was needed, because it is tough to come here and make things look so comfortable, because even if it looks comfortable, it's never comfortable. You have to be happy to do the uncomfortable stuff, and to do the stuff that to cover for each other and to win the challenges, and then it maybe looks comfortable, but it never is.
Given the run that you're on, which it dates back to the Club World Cup, etc. When you look at the top of the table, there's obviously a gap. But in this kind of run, is anything beyond you? Can you still be in that picture?
What do you mean? I didn't understand.
In terms of the title race.
If we're still in the title race?
Yeah, in terms of the run you're on, they've got to play each other, Liverpool and City.
The problem is they are also on a run since a long time. I mean, they are like 3 years on a run, I have the feeling. And it seems like their 3 years on a run is like our 13 games is not enough. We have to be honest, and well, look, we will never admit anything before things are decided. We will always push ourselves to the limit. Anything is we cannot do anything else, but we should not get carried away that two teams took advantage of our problems. So full credit to them, and they deserve where they are, and we need to make sure to catch as many points as possible.
Can I ask what you hope to happen during this break, during this international break?
Now, very easy. I want all for the players who have the chance that they recharge and deconnect. No. Disconnect from football, because they deserve, and it's also, I think, very important that they take this possibility to go with a fresh mindset into the last 8 weeks of the season. And the guys who go for international duties, I hope that they have the success they want and come back not injured.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Thank you, guys.